Let's look at a couple more examples where we need to find the volume of cones. And remember the formula for the volume of a cone, where we'll take the area of the base and multiply it by the height of the cone and then divide everything by 3. So we have 1/3 the area of the base, which is the area of a circle. So we have pi multiplied by the radius of this base, the radius of that circle squared, multiplied by h, which is the height. Where again, r is the radius of this circular base, and h is the height of the cone. It's the distance that is at a right angle from the base to the tip of the cone. And if we just figure out what r and h are, then we can plug them into our formula. And the height, you can see, is 10, and the radius of this base, the distance from the center to the edge of the circular base, is 4. So let's plug those in. The volume is 1/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 4 squared, since 4 is the radius, multiplied by h, which is 10. And simplifying, I'll just rewrite this as pi over 3 multiplied by 4 times 4, which is 16, multiplied by 10. And 16 times 10, that's 160. So we have 160 pi divided by 3, and we'll have just cubic units because we weren't told any specific units, and we know they're cubic since we're dealing with volume. So 160 over 3 won't simplify. 3 does not go into this evenly, which means that we can leave this as the exact answer for the volume of the cone. If we want an approximate decimal answer, we can use 3.14 for pi and use the calculator to actually calculate that. But since that will give us an approximation and will no longer be the exact answer, we can leave it in terms of pi. Now, let's do one last problem where we're finding the volume of a cone. And again, the formula is that the volume is the area of the base, pi multiplied by the radius of the base squared, and we'll divide everything by 3, and we'll also multiply by the height. So we just need to figure out the height and the radius, and the height you can see is 4, and the radius is 6. Now let's plug those in. We have that the volume is pi multiplied by 6 squared multiplied by 4, the height, and everything is divided by 3. And 6 times 6, that's 36. So we have 36 multiplied by pi multiplied by 4 over 3. And 36 times 4 is 144. And since 3 does go into 144, we can simplify this. 3 goes into 14 4 whole times, and we'd have 2 left over. And 3 goes into 24 6 times. So our final answer here will be 46 times pi. And again, we will just have cubic units since we're talking about volume, and we weren't told any specific units.